Going through oversteer in a right-hand drive car. Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor. I've been looking forward to filming this for quite some time. If you're not familiar by the thumbnail in the title of the video and this car in front of you, this is a 1991 Honda Beat, one of the 3 Japanese K cars that optimize driving pleasure over nearly just about everything else. For those of you unfamiliar, there were these small Japanese cars back in the 90s, and I think all the way up until now they still make the S660, and there's still some of them out there, but they're called K cars, and they fit within a lower tax bracket in the Japanese market. So if you buy one of these, they're under a certain engine size and under a certain vehicle size, and that allows you to get away with paying less to drive these vehicles in Japan. But now that they've gotten older, once they're at least 25 years old, they're legal to import here into the United States. And that allows us to get some of these forbidden fruit vehicles. You pretty much can't shoot a Honda Beat review without also mentioning the Suzuki Cappuccino and the AutoZam AZ1. I've driven a Cappuccino, I've never driven an AutoZam, but they all have their different characters. What makes the Beat unique is that it's mid-engined, so the engine is actually sitting right about here in there, and it's a small one, a little 653 cc-ish inline 3 motor with what they call individual throttle bodies. So that's actually allowing each little cylinder to get its own individual fueling, and it creates a cool sound and a little bit, pretty much as much power as you can get out of a naturally aspirated engine like this. And this one putting out about 63 horsepower, way up above 8,000 RPM. So everything is about making slow fast, and that's what I'm so excited about driving this thing. You can see little brakes, little tires, a little amount of storage. If you thought storage in a Miata is small, look at something like this. This is a microfiber towel, to give you some sort of reference, just a little tiny place. Wouldn't even be able to fit my camera bag in there. And then pop open the little door handles. You see the standard fare zebra print seats. Pop open the frunk, if you will. Also kind of just a hood, because that gives you your spare tire. And that's about it. No sort of storage or anything. We see it looks like a brake master cylinder, some places to put fluids, windshield wiper fluid even. Pretty diminutive. This vehicle is owned by my friend and colleague Mike. He's had it now for about 7 years, and it's not a pristine example. This is a driver. You can see that he uses this thing. It's not a showpiece, and that's what's kind of cool about these cars, is you can import them for really under $10,000 for a usable example like this, taken care of pretty well. And there's a lot of part sharing available. You could get parts for it off a lot of different Honda vehicles. This was actually the last car signed off by Soichiro Honda before he passed away back in 1990, 1991 range. And it really embraces a lot of the pure Honda DNA. For those of you who follow my channel closely, you know I'm a fan of optimization of driving experience, especially with motorcycles. We've seen that with small bikes like the Honda Grom and my Benelli TNT 135, where making everything smaller makes slower speeds feel faster, and you absolutely feel that with this car. It's a little tight in here. Let's get the key out. A little classic Honda key. It's my second time driving a right-hand drive car, so bear with me if I accidentally turn the wipers on instead of the blinkers. 5-speed manual transmission. That tachometer there. Not the jumpiest engine. It's not super lightweight in terms of throttle response, but it feels good. It's so weird being able to look right over your right-hand shoulder down onto the road. a sound. I haven't gotten this up to red line yet, so I'm looking forward to that. Apparently it does have a soft limiter. And you know Japanese motors, you know Hondas, they're meant to be revved out, especially an engine in something like this. The windows work? Yes, they do. Look at that. Well, you got to work for every mile per hour, really every kilometer per hour in this car. Don't take any merge for granted. Oh no, I was hoping we wouldn't get stuck behind the semi, but in a little car like this, you almost care a bit less because, again, you're not gonna take this corner and accelerate hard out of it and be going 150 miles per hour right away. Mike said this car likes to hang out above 3,000 RPM if you're just driving around in the city, which again, in a normal car, might be something foreign to you to be having the revs up that high just for cruising around. All right, let's really bring this baby up. Full power. Shifter feels fantastic. Honda shifters are just excellent. Woo! Going through oversteer in a right-hand drive car. We can get a little 0 to 100 kilometers per hour here. It would be nice to Mike's clutch. Just kind of let it out easy. There we are, 100 kilometers per hour. I love it. I love it. It's so pure. It's so simple. You're not concerned about anything. The phone in your pocket, the baby radio right here that probably doesn't even pick up American frequencies. Ooh, there we go. There's the rev match I've been looking for. You gotta carry the speed because if you try to dig low like that, there's just nothing there. It's not exactly that it yanks you up at the higher revs, but that's when at least it feels like it's pulling itself out of its own way. Now, yes, we're gonna do it. We're gonna try the highway and the Honda Beat. At 5'10", I'm still pretty comfortable in here though. I actually had room to scoot my seat back, which I didn't expect. All right, here we are, chasing down the Jeep. I love the feel of the steering. All right, Jeep, we gotta go. I need all the runway I can get here. Look at it pull away. with the windows up, it's actually pretty smooth in here. Here you go, Honda Beat on the highway. No cruise control though. Singing along, 7,000 RPM at about 130 kilometers per hour. Is that a speed limiter that I hit? Wait, let's try that again. It's got a speed limiter at 135 kilometers per hour. Okay, good to know. Definitely get some wind coming in from the center, standard convertible style. But this engine's so happy to sing. Driving a car like this makes you thankful for every corner, for every acceleration, for every shift. You feel like you achieved something. You're like, yes, I did it. I shifted with my left hand and I accelerated out and I didn't get crushed. There is a bit of a similarity to motorcycles. Look at these guys. Yeah, maybe I'm not having as much fun as these guys are, but I'm having a good time. Guys and girls, there's a lot to be said for simplicity in life. And something like this is given that to you. Makes you thankful for a lot of the simpler things about driving. And that's what I love. I really do. I'm a driving enthusiast. I really couldn't care all that much about styling or features, luxury elements or anything, but the driving experience is what speaks to me, and that's what I like about a little car like this. It's a little rattly. There's no place to put your things, but it gets looks. That's certainly one thing, and it's just a fun little thing to drive around. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you to Mike for letting us take his little baby out, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, little car on.